What's good, y'all? It's Pod.cannion. This is like a commentary. I'm gonna be doing like little videos where I just like yap a little bit. So I feel like this is a good video. If y'all, I've said this before, the Diddy trial was gonna start in May, and the Diddy trial has started. And there's just been some information that has come out. Cassie has sat on the stand, and she was on the stand for 8 hours. Now, I've only listened to a couple of people who were there, like actually in the courtroom and like did their testimony. But from what I've gathered, um, it's kind of insane. So I'm gonna try to regurgitate at least a little bit of that information. Um, it'll only be like 30 minutes. You know, there will be much more detailed videos out there, but I feel like if you are someone who is sort of like me, who is like, honestly, as long as he's put away, I don't care. But what's going on in the courtroom right now? I can tell you a little bit. So if y'all want to hear it from me, stick around because that's exactly what we about to do. Yeah, we just a whatever channel over here. I'll be doing reactions mostly, but it'd be a mixed bag. I can't even lie. No niche channel over here. But if you want to just kick it, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. So, with that being said, we're gonna get into it with some stuff that we've definitely like reacted to before. She started off with the Kid Cudi situation. But first, she started off with how she even met Diddy in the first place. So, Cassie was signed to Diddy at first. She was like 17 or so, and then when she was 19, she had a boyfriend. And Diddy, out of nowhere, just kissed her, did some stuff that was not consensual, and eventually, I guess because of the power dynamic, she just felt like, oh, I guess I kind of have to be in this relationship. And that's kind of how it started. Now, there were many situations that went on that I could talk about, and I'm just gonna ramble on, but there is something at the end where I'm just like, oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Yeah, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna slowly work ourselves up to that. So, first of all, the hitting and the abuse started early. So, like, he, yeah, like, just for like minor things, she would like get beat on regularly. And also, what started regularly was the freak offs. Now, to pretty much put it short, Diddy like started off like coming up to her saying like he was into voyeurism, which is pretty much he likes to watch other men mess with he likes escorts and stuff like that. So he pretty much likes to watch other men do stuff to his significant other, and that makes him feel good for some reason. So, oh Lord, this is insane. Like, it's insane talking about this, but this is like actually real. Like, he felt so dirty, he had to take another shower because it's about to get that bad. Like, it's really about to get that bad. So, pretty much, dog, dog. Like, oh my gosh, like, just remembering it all. Okay, so with the freak offs, right? This is pretty much any time Diddy would pull like a random man to participate in this freak off thing. You know what I'm saying? This is where like the drugs and the excessive alcohol use came into play because pretty much he would get her like high out of her mind and then they would participate in these freak offs. So like not even just like a weed or drunk type of high, like this is where like the IV packs came into play because it was like 9 hour sessions. Like, imagine that 9 hour sessions weekly. So, like, you're losing so much fluids, they just put you up with an IV pack and get you right back to it. And the thing that she'll realize is obviously when they were trying to do these, like, track where, like, these were happening, she's trying to make sure, like, these are, like, in different cities, different states, so that it goes with the trafficking cause that they might try to put on Diddy as well, because they did freak offs everywhere in many hotels, in many known hotels, wherever they were. It was a weekly activity that she had to participate in. So she would just have random men um, that, and get this, Diddy would choose the men that would be banging Cassie. So the people who like talked about it and said they saw Cassie in real time said that they like literally, they could tell like she's broken. Like this is something that she can never just like let go of. Like she is fucking traumatized over this. And how would you be? Like, would you not be? Like that shit is actually insane. Like they asked her like how many freak offs did you attend? And she literally said like I cannot remember. There are so many times where like she like disassociated and like just was out of there, because it's like she's high out of her mind and she's in those sessions for a while. So like with each session, like Diddy would pay these escorts and these men, if they weren't celebrities, I'm guessing, but mostly like just random men. She would just like, because they would use like these websites or whatever. So they would use these websites, um, and like escort type stuff. And sometimes it was like a payment method. So Diddy would pay these men like thousands of dollars, and they had to complete 2 sessions. So 2 sessions is two bust, if you know what I'm saying. Um, and like pretty much she said like if she tried to like finish quickly, they would have to do it all over, or that wouldn't count as a session. So, or he would be like slow down. So that's nasty work. That's very insane that she just had to sit through that weekly when she was literally like the one that she wanted to be with, the one that she wanted to spend that time with was Diddy. You know, she had that Stockholm syndrome bad. Like I'm not gonna lie. And apparently like throughout certain things, like I forgot exactly where she broke down at, but when like the people were talking about it, they were saying like you could tell that she like actually still like had, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit runs deep. You know what I'm saying? Um so mind you, while all of this is being said, Cassie's husband is in the courtroom and Diddy's children are also in the courtroom. They did not leave. So just keep that in the back of your mind while I'm saying all of this, right? So, oh goodness. So boom. We know what a freak off is, and um yeah, I think bro's pulling up. This is about to be interesting for me talking about this if bro pulls up. But yes, we know what a freak off is. We know that it's like a 2 session thing. He gets a random escort with him or more people, and he kind of sits in the corner and watches. What happens in the in between time, I will talk about, um, but we will get there. You have to wait for that because that is one of the that's one of the real. You got to wait for that one. Yeah, that'll keep you off a little bit, but dog. So one of the things I should add is the baby oil. Y'all want to know about that baby oil. Why did they find 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Well, I'll tell you. With each freak off session, it was a minimum of 10 bottles of baby oil per session, because they would have to completely lather and like make themselves glistening in baby oil. Like absolutely glistening. Like that was the only way. Let's do this. Oh, wrong person. But no, absolutely glistening. And it's like, no, you cannot do that. It's like, dude, Not even you cannot do that because that's literally what they did. They had so like you had to be head to toe like drenched in the oil to the part where you're like shining. And pretty much if like the shine or like the glistening look started to fade, you had to constantly reapply the baby oil, more just more oil. Just more oil throughout the session. So it's just like she said on average a minimum of 10 bottles of baby oil. Ah, so yep, that's how they figured it out. Apparently, like I didn't see anything about the baby oil itself being infused in drugs, but they were high regardless. They were off the drugs regardless. Like there was no need for. They had plenty. They had plenty of drugs. Like she was off of it all. Like oh my gosh, like all the drugs you can think of, any drug you can think of, she was probably off of it. Other than like a you know what I'm saying the needle or something like that. Anything else? All those you know what I'm saying or whatever. Yeah, she was off that. She was off that. So she could barely even remember what the fuck was happening. You know what I'm saying? And like yeah, she said she had to be high either way because she was not trying to feel that shit. That's bro pulling up. Now we know that bro's pulling up. Like I had a feeling he was pulling up, bro. But yeah, um, we'll get to it because there's gonna be more. I'm already knowing there's gonna be more that comes out. We'll just get to the juicy. So obviously they had a. We'll get to one of these. So the camera footage, that y'all saw where Cassie was in a bathrobe. She was in between one of those sessions and she did not want to do it anymore. So she was trying to escape. That's why she had her towel on. And when Diddy boop 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 boop, started doing that abusive, he drug her back, drugged her up some more, and finished the freak off. Dog, like that's a dark scene now. Like that's dark footage. And the fact that nigga tried to play, like, oh my gosh, that shit made me fucking sick. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that shit makes me so fucking sick. But we're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna try not to fucking talk about it. Fucking using God for that shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, that shit be such a fucking scam. And I'm glad they put that shit in the fucking lawsuit to call TD Jakes scamming fucking ass out for that too. But that's besides the fucking point. I hope he has good health or whatever. But besides the point with that, oh my gosh. Like, that nigga, he did that shit, and they had a kiddie pool that they filled up with baby oil and plunged her in that. She has memories of having piss and peeing and blood because there would be times she would have to do it on her period, and there would be times Diddy would and another person would do that in her mouth, like pee in her mouth, and use her mouth as a urinal. Like, you know what I'm saying? What is good, brother? How are you today?
Very good. Alcoholic.
Said alcohol.
Alcoholic. Chat.
So, you want to know what I'm yapping about today?
Oh, absolutely.
So, I have heard the first 2 days of the Diddy trial. So I am regurgitating that information.
Oh boy.
And
that nigga Diddy is something else.
He's
Oh my
and
God.
I told the chat, I was like, mind y'all, while I'm saying all of this, remember that Cassie's husband and Diddy's children are in the courtroom while all of this is being said. Cassie had an 8-hour session just saying everything. The Kid Cudi incident, about how his car got blown up, how Diddy came at her with a corkscrew, how he had to make sure that some of Kid Cudi's friends were present when he blew up his car. Shit like that, things like that.
It's even bad for the husband because a lot of that probably Cassie didn't even tell him.
Oh yeah,
Because
because
that's why they was like, yo.
so like pretty much the freak offs are anytime Diddy picked another person to do Cassidy, and when you saw that video of her running away with a robe on or like a towel on, she was in the middle of one of those sessions and she wasn't trying to do it anymore. So when Diddy bing bing bop boom bam bo pow to her and drug her back,
bro.
yeah, he drugged her up some more and finished the session. That is nasty work.
I hope he know he
That
get
is
locked up for life.
like that shit is insane. Like in front of, and remember who I said in front of. Like that shit is, oh
The
my
kids,
gosh.
the twins.
Like dog.
I ain't gonna lie. Fuck Justin and his little brother
Yeah.
Combs and them. Fuck them. They already know what they dead do. But we talking
They
about
already know
We talking
for
about the little girls and the husband of Cassie, and then the whole world. Because we didn't know all this.
We did not know all of this, bro.
Like you used to Diddy. The image that Diddy had, bro, you would never think that nigga is like that behind closed doors.
5 or 3 years ago, you would be like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Are you, get out of here. You're in a conspiracy world right now.
Absolutely.
Like, and it's
Absolutely,
like,
bro.
this is our reality, bro.
That
Do
nigga's
you want to know about the baby oil?
Oh yeah, it's like it's not enough baby oil.
Oh, so pretty much every freak off had 10 bottles of baby oil per freak off. So they would completely lather up their body, so to the point where Diddy pretty much said they had to be glistening, and if the baby oil wore off, they would have to apply more baby oil.
Brother, do you hear what I'm saying, though, bro? Like, bro, one bottle of, bro, we know if we fuck a junk right now and we pour all over this bitch and put it on ourselves, one bottle is good
head
enough.
to toe.
10 bottles of Johnson & Johnson?
I have to take a shot after saying that. Like, head to toe had to be glistening.
That nigga did one of these, yo.
The full session, head to
Come
toe,
here.
had to be glistening. And it's like,
That nigga.
and y'all remember where Young Miami had her talk show and she would talk about her showers from Diddy?
Carisha. Yeah.
So, yeah, Golden.
Golden.
So, yeah, she said there were definitely times she almost drowned on shower because she was so high out of her mind.
Yeah,
And
Young
just-
Miami.
No, this is Cassie.
Cassie. Oh, okay.
Yes. So, because she was, every freak off, she is high out of her mind off multiple drugs.
Diddy, that don't make no sense. Like, yo.
So, like, they tried to ask her how many freak offs, and she said, I literally cannot remember. And I had to be high, so I would not be able to feel. And it's like, damn.
When you have money like Diddy, bro, you can do anything.
Like, that shit is
Anything,
insane.
bro. She probably was having freak offs every hour.
It was weekly.
Oh, yeah.
And they had websites where they would be like, okay, this is who you're going to F this week. And they would have to have extra lines to make sure they weren't cops because it was obviously illegal. It's trafficking.
Yeah, Diddy.
And it's like, yeah, so.
Did he do it? Ain't that funny? Yes.
Crazy, that was a question.
Yes, he did.
I was like, oh
Yeah, that
my
nigga's not
gosh.
getting out, bro. That case is, he's definitely being guilty at the end of
so fucking cooked.
that. Found guilty for sure.
So, each session had to have at least 2 rounds, which means 2 things. And I have been holding off what happens in the in-between session because it's going to be like the final. Give me the shot. I need the shot. I need the shot. Just thinking about saying
I'm like,
that
just
shit.
go ahead and get the kids and just get them out. Just
bro,
get them out the courtroom
they,
for this bullshit.
They did not need to hear that shit. I didn't need to hear that shit.
Bro,
There's more. There's gonna be more. There was probably more said today that I didn't hear. I was too busy digesting the first 2 days.
It's too much going on.
Okay, we're gonna get this. I think. Is there anything else I've said before I say the last thing? I said that. I said the viral video, cause that was what happened with that video.
Now that nigga was like beating her up, bro. He was handling her like when it's like a nigga. Like
yeah, and
like,
apparently the beatings were regular, and like that was interesting. Yeah, he's cooked, but yeah, let's get this over with, because.
Okay, wait,
I'm sorry.
Nope, you're good. Mm-hmm.
So, y'all, so I told y'all already, there's minimum 2, and the freak offs would last, like, at times 9 hours. So, there would be an in-between session.
That's crazy.
Like, when the man does his, saying thing, and when Diddy was paying these people, there would be a reduced fee if the man didn't finish.
I heard that.
And here is the real kicker. So in the in-between sessions,
that's so fucking crazy.
This is how he would have a problem. Because there would be times he would go up to the man if, like, he didn't finish and be like, did you lie? Because, and get this, in the in-between sessions,
nigga gay as hell.
He would take whatever the man did on or in Cassidy and rub it on his nipples.
Bro. I've never heard of that, bro. And we've heard some disturbing shit. But bro, that right there gotta be top notch.
Oh, bro, when I heard that, bro, I had my headphones on at work. When I heard that, I stopped in my tracks and was like, for like 20 whole minutes. Not 20 whole minutes, 20 whole seconds, bro. I was just like this. I was frozen, bro. That was the craziest shit I have ever heard out of this whole shit, bro. Bro, like, because you can expect them getting creative with the baby oil, making a pool, having her dunk in it or whatever. But you're telling me every session you have to have 2 rounds because you need to have supply to... So yeah, that is my...
That shit would make my... pass out. I'm like, oh my god, somebody burn my shit, really.
Because, bro, I would hear certain accounts of people saying that Diddy would mess with his nipples on the freak offs. But, like, just hearing it from Cassie herself saying, no, this is every week. He wanted this every week.
And Diddy just sitting there like, yeah. Oh, man.
Anyways, that's the recap. I felt like if I had to hear that, y'all have to hear that too, even if you're avoiding this shit. So if y'all didn't get anything, this is the recap of the Diddy trial so far. There's definitely going to be more. And GG's, good luck. I'm not going to lie. Because I might do another recap if it's crazy. Because, right, what were you saying? Did he do it?
Yes, he did. That's so
Yo, with his kids in the courtroom.
Oh, yeah,
with his kids in the
I thought you meant with the kid.
No. That was Cassie and Diddy alone time.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. That was, oh my gosh, bro.
Imagine something so personal that you think that, like, and at the time you're like, oh, I just get to enjoy all this to myself. Like, this would never be out in public and famous or whatever the case is. What?
Bro, that shit is like so insane. Like that is. Did he do it, y'all?
Yes, he did.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Diddy gay as hell.
What y'all think of this update so far? I'll do more. I feel like I just threatened myself. Why did that feel like a threat to myself? Yeah, I'll do this again if this gets well. If I feel like it, I'm not even gonna lie. This is the if I feel like it channel. But I felt like I just had to talk about that with y'all. So yeah, if y'all like the video, like it, and yeah, if y'all like it enough, I'll feel obligated enough to do another one. So that'll be yeah. If y'all like the video, like it. If y'all like the video, if I get 100 views, I'm gonna have to do it. But I feel like this is gonna get a cool 50. A cool 50. Usually my app videos get like a cool 50. You know what I'm saying? The real ones, the real 50. You know what I'm saying? The real 10 if y'all at the end of this video. You know what I'm saying? If y'all like the video, like and subscribe if you do, because all we do is chill up here. With that being said, y'all be great, y'all be safe. Keep on getting to that bag, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.